Hello and welcome back to my channel. I've always wanted to say that. All right, so this video is for case file number 1 in your top secret detective reading that you have assigned for this week. And this is for, again, case file number 1, Baseball Blues. And what you are going to be doing is you're going to be reading each of the clues and answering the question and then coordinating it to the worksheet. You were given a worksheet for each case file. You're going to write down the clue that answers this question on your case file paper, and then at the end you're going to answer the final question, okay? So we're going to read the first paragraph, and it says, Case of the Baseball Blues. Mr. Andrew is really mad. He flew out of his house a few minutes ago after he heard the sound of glass breaking. Now he is staring at a group of kids from the neighborhood. Jimmy, Andrew, Henry, and Tad look nervously at Mr. Andrews. Shayna, Julie, and Georgia look down at the ground. Who did this? He yells. Just look at my window. No one answers. So the question to clue number 1 is, why is Mr. Andrews angry? Clue number 2. So remember, write your answer on your coordinating worksheet. I would pull it up, but I can't do both at the same time on my screen because I'm not fancy. So clue number 2. The kids in the neighborhood had all been outside playing. The sun was shining for the first time in 2 days, and everyone was tired of being cooped up inside. Shayna held her jump rope in her hand. Before the cracking glass sound, she had been practicing in the driveway. Julie and Georgia, the twins from 2 houses down, had chalk all over their hands. They loved to draw in the driveway and were working on a mural of a magical forest. There was green chalk from one of the trees on Georgia's shorts. So for number 2, what were Shayna, Julie, and Georgia doing? So based on what we just read, what were they doing? And remember, the text is not going to come out and say, hey, they were doing exactly this, but we have plenty of clues to figure it out. Okay, clue number 3. Can someone explain how this baseball ended up in my living room? Asked Mr. Andrews. He glared at the group of boys, Jimmy, Andrew, Henry, and Tad, hid their baseball gloves behind their backs. Andrew gulped. He hadn't meant to throw such an easy pitch to the batter. The batter had swung so hard and sent the baseball flying high over the fence. The ball was headed right towards Mr. Andrews' house before they all heard the cracking sound. So I'm sure you guys have already picked up that we are eliminating suspects. In the first clue, you were given all of the names of the kids who were outside. In the second clue, they gave you a group of children who were doing something else. So those children are eliminated. Now they're telling you another suspect and what they are doing. So by process of elimination, you should be able to guess who broke the window because we're eliminating prospects here. Clue number 4. Suddenly, Henry's dad came running across the street. He was carrying the baseball bat. Did you see that hit, boys? That's how to hit a ball, exclaimed Henry's dad. Why do you all of you kids look nervous anyway? Henry's dad asked. Hi there, Mr. Andrews. What's going on? So I think we have our answer. So the question on the bottom of this one, I didn't read number 3. On bottom of number 3, it says, could Andrew have broken the window? How do you know if he could have broken it or not? And it's in the text. Here is, what was Henry's dad holding? Okay, and then you guys should be able to fill out the rest of the worksheet. Let me see if I can pull it up. So right here, so clue number 1, you would write your answer. Clue number 2, 3, and 4. And then the last question is, who broke the window and how do you know? I want at least a 4-sentence explanation, kind of summing up the clues in a paragraph form. And then the final sentence should be your reasoning for it. So I know it was this person because, remember, because is your biggest helper word. I hope this video was helpful. And again, this was for case file number 1, and the next video will be for case file number 2.